Alright guys, what's up? It's been about a week since my last update, so I decided to make an update today. I finally got the clowns in. There's one fish missing, as you can tell. And the aquascape looks a little different. So yeah. So to start off, I want to say that I got rid of the flame angel. Now, the reason I got rid of the flame angel was when I put these two clownfish in, the flame angel would not stop bullying the clownfish. He just kept picking at them, and one of the clownfish are like, they have a nipped fin, which I believe is healed by now. Yeah, it's healed. It's healed. It was like about a week ago. It healed pretty quick, but yeah, he had a nipped fin. So I got rid of the flame angel due to that, and due to the fact that he was going around picking at my corals, especially my elegance and my orange digitota. That's why my elegance wouldn't open up and my digitota wouldn't extend its polyps. So yeah. So when I tried to take out the flame angel, I spent like 8 hours. Literally 4 hours one day, and then the next day another 4 hours trying to catch the fish. And then in the end, I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna tear apart the rocks. So I tore apart the rocks, and detritus was everywhere. Everything was cloudy. I literally took all the rocks out except for the ones that had like propagated corals on them, like the star polyps and the red mushrooms. I took all the rocks out except for those two, and then I caught the flame angel finally. I took him to the LFS. I got some store credit, and I still have that store credit. They said that they'll save it for me. I told them to, and I'm gonna just add a little more money and maybe get a rose anemone for these two clowns. Yeah, it's because I want them to stay away from the elegance, because I don't want the elegance to go through anything else, and also the elegance has a mean sting. And yeah, he stings and damages the clownfish a lot. So yeah. Yeah, so when I took out the rocks, there was like so much detritus, so I guess that's where my hair algae was coming from. There was like literally a layer of detritus on my sand when everything settled. So I had to like blast my pumps. I lowered them and pointed them down. I kicked up my skimmer. I did a 10-gallon water change. I tried to get everything out of there that was bad. And now that I have the Nasserus snails, they're doing a great job getting rid of the detritus and stuff. But yeah, so I'm glad I added those. But yeah, these two clownfish are really nice. They used to be in quarantine if you watched my old videos. The other ones over here. Yeah, I haven't fed them yet today. The lights literally turned on like 20 minutes ago. So that's why none of the corals are fully opened. They open about like midday in the tank, which is like around, I would say like 4 is when they're all fully open. I don't know what the time is right now, but I know it's not 4. But yeah, that's it on that story. But the elegance is doing better. I mean, that's a good thing. Thank God he didn't have no like sickness or something. Yeah, so he's opening up more. So the star polyps are doing good. Frog spawn's doing good. Oh, and the wrasse is doing perfect. He's in his own world. I rarely ever see him. He's just going around foraging. So is the Monty. The Monty actually grew. It was really cool when I saw that growth on the Monty, because I took a picture of it, and now that I look at it and compare it to the picture, it's way bigger. Those are the zoas. Let's see if I could get you to see them a little better. Yeah, those are the zoas. those are doing good. You can see a little few heads popping out of the sand. Let's see. If you're wondering why the chalice is down here, he fell down again. I'm gonna get some coral glue or some super glue, the type you can use in your aquarium, and just glue him to the frickin' rock. I'm sick and tired of him falling down. But yeah, he had substantial growth, but now that he had to go through that little rock tear down and everything, all that growth, it flaked off, and I was pretty disappointed. But that wasn't nothing compared to what my trumpet had to go through, which I'll show you in a bit. Let's zoom in on this acro right here. So yeah, acro's doing good. I'm starting to see some color on him and stuff, so yeah, looking forward to that. See if I could get you to see the polyp extension on this. It's still not full, but it's way better than it used to be. Now, let's see. But yeah, if you watch my old videos, like, you could see there was way less polyp extension before. I'm looking forward to him doing better. So now the trumpet coral, he took the hardest hit. Literally. Look at that. The whole side literally melted. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I guess he got buried in the sand throughout when I was trying to catch the flame angel. But, like, it looks horrible. But, you know, you can't do anything about it. Hopefully he starts doing better. He is growing. He's still growing. He's just not doing as well. He doesn't look as well. But, yeah, he's growing. And he's healing. Red mushrooms are doing awesome. And there's tons of little baby ones. I just can't wait till I get to frag them. I'm gonna frag them off and... Oh, sorry about that. I'm really sorry. Yeah, just a little tired today. So yeah, I might frag them off and put them in different tanks. Maybe sell them for like $5 or so. That's my green mushroom, which will eventually go into the pico when the pico is done with experimentation that I'm having. So yeah, that's all the corals. Nothing changed in the sump, it's all the same. Skimmer and all that, auto top off, it's all the same. Lights are still hanging, so yeah, thank you Odyssey for making a strong hanging fixture. So let's go on to the pico now. I'm currently running my only 1/10,000K bulb. Mainly because the camera captures it way better. And yeah, that's the only reason. And I don't want to overdo lighting on the tank because it's a 24-inch fixture. Each bulb is 24 watts. Now this is a 3-gallon tank. If I run a blue actinic 24 watt and a 10K 24 watt, I'm overdoing light on a little tank. So I'm trying to work on figuring out how I'm gonna figure this out. I got that purple rock from my LFS. They gave it to me for like $5. It's completely encrusted in coralline, and it looks like it used to have a green Monty on it. I can see a little dead piece of a green Monty on it. But yeah, that rock is seeding the tank well. My experiment on this tank is basically keep it stable, dose it with B-ionic, do water changes, try not to have any livestock. I'm just basically experimenting and seeing if the coralline will grow faster, in conditions like this, or will it grow faster with the fish and corals and stuff? It's just a little experiment just to have fun, you know. Filtration is still the same. Got the Chaeto, and the Chaeto is actually grown. Let's see. I believe that that the phosphates or whatever, they're coming from the Nasser snails that I put in here. I put about 3 in the display, and in the back I have like 4 in the display and then 3 in the refugium. But yeah, those guys are just basically eating, munching on detritus. So yeah, 3 gallons back up. It was sitting, marinating for a while. So now it's back up, and surprisingly I did not have an ammonia spike when I put that rock in. Oh, and that rock, it used to be the rock that used to be in here used to be like a little like surface rock, kind of like what do you call it? It was a Fiji rock. All I have is Fiji rock, but I don't know what you call it. But I basically took this rock, the yellow rock, out of my sump and put the rock that was in here into my sump. So I basically switched the rock because this rock is more I don't know, it's way smaller and it makes it look way better than the other rock, because the other rock was humongous and it just took up so much space. But yeah, I think this tank is gonna look good. Now I have a question for you guys. I've been so busy lately. It's due to the fact that I might move, so I'm just like kind of, you know, fixing up the house, patching holes, painting, well, the apartment, I should say, like patching up holes, like, you know, just maintenance so they don't charge me too much. But I'm gonna move, and I need your guys' help. How should I move this tank? Now, what I was thinking was I could probably drain the water up to the sand level, leave the rocks in, and basically take all the corals out, put them in a bucket, put the water into buckets, and basically transport it like that. And then when I get to the new place, I'll just set up the stand and the sump and all that, and then put the water back in. Now, my question is, am I going to have die-off? Because it's only going to be a matter of a 1 hour distance. Not even an hour, probably like 30 minutes away to where I'm going to be at. So I don't know. How should I move this tank? The 3 gallon, I already got it figured out. I'm just going to drain the water a little bit so I can like what's it called, carry it without spilling. But that tank is pretty light. I mean, that's not even a problem, but this tank is a big problem. I don't know, I just got it setting up good. It's running really stable. I got coralline growing. Oh, and let me show you guys a spot of coralline. My first ever spot. Well, it's not my first ever spot, but first ever spot that's actually still growing. Now, how should I capture this? It's so blue. But yeah, it's purple. It's right there. Right there. Yeah. That's the coralline that's growing, and actually grew way big. Yeah, so my tank is starting to become stable, and now I'm moving, so it's like, I don't know. So what I was thinking was I could probably do what I said before, or if you guys got any better ideas, because some of the rock is like, the corals are propagated onto them, and I don't know how I'm gonna take them off. Like this rock right here, it's not a problem. I could just take it out and put it into the bucket, but a base rock, which is holding up most of the structure on the right side, and there's like these mushrooms propagated onto it, I don't know how I'm gonna take them off, because every time I like try to lift it off, my mushroom closes up. So I don't know if it's my hand or if it's like actually attached to the rock, because there's some white stuff down in there, and I just noticed it a few days ago. If you guys could tell me what it is, I would appreciate it. It's automatically zooming in. But yeah, if you guys could help me out on what that white stuff is right there, it would be appreciative. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas on how to move a tank, just send me a message or comment on the video, because so far I think I'm gonna just do what I planned out, because this thing weighs a ton. And I'm gonna have to get a new hanging kit and stuff. So yeah, I think this tank will be in the garage. Most likely it's gonna be in the garage, because the new landlord doesn't allow fish tanks apparently, because their last resident had like a big old tank overflow or leak or whatever. I don't know, maybe his sump overflowed or something, and ever since then they're like, oh no fish tanks. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the garage. Maybe I could work out a deal with my landlord, because what's the use of having a beautiful reef tank and storing it in the garage? Like, really? Yeah, I mean, I put too much work into this to just throw it in the garage. But yeah, I'm gonna make my little cave in there, my little man cave. I'm gonna have a little workout area. I'm gonna make a little gym for me. Heck, I'll take the tank in if I have to. But yeah. So yeah, that's about it. Comment, rate, subscribe. Like the video if you liked the tank or whatever. Like the video if you liked it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let me set you guys off on a good note. Goodbye.